Machine to like imitate a person. I just want it to be better than the person.
Yeah, like if it's better than I'll pay it.
Like just hide it in the corner, like our batch burgers, right?
Yeah, but it's just like it's just an arm that's coming down and then just moving, and I'm like, and there was no pre-weight either, which is odd.
Okay,
that was odd. Yeah. So that's why you really think it was.
Maybe they're pranking us. I don't know. I don't know if they're like a funny company.
Because they commented on the post too, and the comment looked like, ha ha ha, we're funny basically.
Well, the first, like the Pour Steady and there's another machine, they were trying to imitate what we would do in making coffee. But when you look at what Curtis is making or like Marco's brewer, they're not trying. They're like get the humans out of the way and just machine.
Yeah. Like there's that one, that automatic one that comes out of the ground and like flips around and like has a sensor. I've seen that one.
Yeah, that
one seems like it's like pricey though, like not like attainable.
Yeah, when it comes to the machines, I don't really want a show out of it because this is a show. Like this is cool. If you're gonna have the people make the coffee, in my opinion, like that's the show. And if the machine makes it, let the machines kind of hide in the back and let the staff or whomever like talk to people or do something that humans do, right?
So we started at a traditional brewing temp, but 45 seconds in, we'll pour the room temperature water in. Just about a little cooler, 50 degrees. And what that's going to do is that's going to drop the brewing temperature and also result in some movement within the grounds because you're going to have the heat kind of pushed to the outside. So you'll get some agitation, if you will, from that. On the V60, we look for a smaller pour, usually about 50 to 70 grams to start, in order to saturate the beans. And then once we've got the beans saturated, then we're passing the water through the cell structure. So each subsequent pour is about like another 80 grams, 70, 80 grams on each pour.
And that saturation is like activating the extraction.
The bloom,
it's like getting the coffee ready to extract.
So if you imagine like the cell structure itself, like first the water enters it, fills it, and then each subsequent pour is passing through, so it's kind of taking its place. Another thing we do a lot too with the V60s, we'll demonstrate the first third of the pour versus the second third and the third third, what extraction you're getting. So if you think about right now, the coffee up here, we're going to extract, let's say about 20% of it. So meaning 20% comes down here, we've got 80% left. Right, makes sense, there's a lot of coffee left up here when we're done. But the first pour that I had, or the first two pours, the first third of what I put in, that will extract around 14% of that bean. So 14 of the 20. So almost 2/3 of the extraction happens in the first third of brewing. And then that second third will extract almost like 5 more percentage points. So that last third of brewing is for the most part just dilution, because your palate doesn't want it to be 98% water and 2% coffee, wants it all the way down to 98.7% water. So we'll get the right extraction rate, but it'll be too dense, too concentrated.
Have you done an exercise where you break down an espresso shot like that?
We haven't done that as much with espresso, but we'd imagine kind of similar.
That's one of our training.
Dripper is that I will get this pulled through the filter rather quickly, so I'm not constrained by having another 45 seconds of brew time as it passes through the filter. And then the glass device here, it's a two-way valve, so I can pull it through without pushing back against it. So there's air coming out here when I push back down, basically. And we always do acknowledge, and it does look pretty cool. There's no harm in that side of it. And for that sample, the Japanese are super into coffee, super into devices.